gorgeous people, so today we're going to be discovering the secrets of immortal life. So we're going to be debunking and looking at the mysteries of immortal life. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you can research on the internet about immortal life, and I was just very interested in longevity, and I was interested in learning about how to make my life longer. And yeah, so basically this is about immortal life and the secrets of immortal life, debunking, you know, these mysteries about immortal life that I want to share with you today. So one of the things I learned from the Bible is that amaranth is a supplement that can give immortal life. Obviously, I think it's really talking about longevity, so living a longer lifespan. But yeah, I've got some amaranth here. It says amaranth. This is what I have, and it's a grain, and I think you mix it with food. Apparently that's supposed to give you immortal life. So one of the things I've been using and doing my research on is guduchi, and it's this. Guduchi. Guduchi is Ayurvedic medicine, and apparently it gives you immortal life, something like that. In Sanskrit, there's a story about how someone raised the dead using guduchi. So yeah, that's basically what the story was saying. It's a Hare Krishna story, but yeah. And I'm wearing my Fajolanina dress right now. It's a gorgeous dress. So guduchi is one. It's one of my favorites. I take it every day. So another one that I have is this Jagalan. This is Jagalan, and it's a tea, and I drink this every day, which is really nice. And one more that I've been doing my research on is Dendrobium and Million, and this helps me sing. Apparently it helps to clean your lungs, so it's like the breath of life. So yeah, I have been doing my research on immortal life because I've been very interested in how people could potentially be immortal. So apparently, like the Greek gods, they must have had immortal life or eternal youth. So there was a lot of research that I was discovering on the internet when I was doing my discovery about immortal life that was saying that, you know, Greek gods and goddesses, they have immortal life. So like I was kind of interested, I was kind of thinking like maybe there's someone on this earth somewhere that's been alive since like the beginning of time, but we just don't know about it because it's so taboo. So yeah, it would be interesting, like you never know. So what I was researching about these Greek gods and goddesses is that they had something called an elixir, which gave them immortal life and eternal youth. So I was like wondering, what is the elixir that they use? So I think the first and most reasonable thing to do is to search on the internet how to be immortal. They do say it's not possible, but I get the feeling that someone somewhere out there has immortal life and we just don't know about it. So one of the things that I searched on the internet is something about mermaid meat, but although I'm vegan, so I wouldn't eat mermaid meat, but even if it gave me immortal life, I wouldn't eat it. It's just so random. But yeah, like the fountain of youth, like all that stuff. There's also the idea that you can freeze your body later for revival. So that was another thing. I was kind of like more focused on the supplements side of things because I wanted to think about longevity. So it's mainly about longevity. So the one thing that we need to focus on here is longevity really, but I just found something on the internet called Dragon's Herb's 8 Immortals drops, and it's like £200, but it says it gives you longevity, which is another thing. But you can actually do your research and find like these immortal life supplements and stuff like that, or like longevity supplements. So it's about wellness really. If you search supplements immortal on the internet, it comes up with loads of like different supplements that say immortal on it. I think that they are just about longevity really. Some species possess biological immortality. So that's another thing. There are some species that actually have immortality, and there's something called the Fountain of Eternal Life in Cleveland, Ohio, United States, meaning the man rising above death, reaching upward to God and towards peace. But I was mainly doing my research about how the Greek gods had immortality. yes, I think another thing is to embrace technology. So like science, like if we are able to increase our lifespan by even a year, you know, that actually means that we could increase our lifespan by a lot more. So like longevity is a really important thing, because then it essentially means that you can increase your lifespan significantly, which is another thing. Something that was spoken about on Gaia, it was about curing aging. So essentially, if we can cure aging, then we can essentially have immortality. So if we keep our bodies young and healthy and eternally healthy, that actually means that we can actually have immortality. If you really think about it, the sun has been around for over 4 billion years. And so if we think about it, the sun's immortal. So, you know, that's like our core in spirituality and religion, like with the divine, you know, the sun is the core of everything. So we essentially should be immortal. I kind of sometimes feel like death isn't normal, but I have to appreciate that if I go through it, then I have to accept it, you know. But it would be cool if we could have longevity. So the Greek gods and goddesses had immortality and eternal youth. So they had something called an elixir, and I was really wondering what that elixir was. So it's really about finding this secret elixir, like going on a, you know, hunt to find this secret elixir to immortality, like, and that can cure aging. Like, that is the one thing that, you know, it's a myth, but, you know, maybe it's true, you know, who knows. So it would be interesting to actually go on a hunt and try find this secret elixir to immortal life. I wouldn't just take any supplement or just any supplement out there, because, you know, you don't know if it's safe or not, so be safe, guys. Someone said on the internet is every time you fall asleep you're immortal. Another thing that people said is that your spiritual soul is immortal, so yes. So we need to overcome death essentially, and I just found a book on Amazon. It's £100 and it's called How to Become Immortal. Is that legitimate? Oh my gosh, I can't spend so much money on like a book, but you know, it would be good if the actual book actually offered that advice. It would be a really good book to have. So we actually need to make sure that our health is 100%, that we cure aging, and we're cleansed, balanced, and optimized in our chakras. So that's another thing, and the chakras are the organs. So yes. Apparently we would be able to have immortality with nanotechnology. So that's another thing. It's all about science and, you know, the discovery of how to have longevity or immortality. So nanotechnology is one. So that's another thing. You can buy books on how to be immortal, but I just think that it's about curing aging and keeping our body 100%. So it's really the aging factor, because, you know, that's the one thing that would take our life away even if we were healthy 100% no matter what. So it's really about curing aging. So yes, I think these supplements are good. If you do your research on Guducci, it tells you that it's an immortal life herb, but and Jiaglan as well. I'm just really looking for more herbs and for more things that can help me, you know, like be young. That's the research that I did on immortality. Yeah, I just think that, you know, amaranth was spoken in the Bible about being immortal, so that was another thing. I haven't really tried the amaranth, but the one thing that I find really interesting about taking all these immortal life herbs and supplements is that it makes me feel immortal, which is something quite interesting. Like, you know, getting the feeling of immortality can actually make you very mentally healthy and well, and I just think that it's really great to make sure that you can live a long life. So like, you know, it would be interesting to find more supplements and things that can help you live a long life or have longevity or immortal life essentially. But you know, it would be quite cool to figure out the secret to immortal life. So if you do your research, you know, if you want to write in the comments about some things about being immortal, then let me know. And yeah, anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and I will see you soon. I'll make more videos for you. I love you guys. Bye.